shipping packs, that would be cool because we didn't even really get that in depth. It was pretty surface level.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, so like in terms of shipping packs, like what do you want to cover?
Step by step.
All right, let's do step by step.
Yeah.
Step by step, how if I were to send packs, which I haven't,
What would you do?
what would I do? All right, so I would take the product, get you a vacuum sealer.
Mm-hmm.
There's different vacuum sealer bags that could be good. Some, the industrial strength ones are better.
Correct.
Um, I would say so. We want to throw that into the vacuum seal bag, let's say a unit, or you can put. I typically like to put like put the product inside of actually another plastic bag. Put that inside of like a Ziploc bag. Put that inside of the vacuum sealer, and then
Mm-hmm.
let's seal the Ziploc first, and then
Mm.
keep that bubble inflated in it a little bit, just a little bit, because you
So
don't
you
want
don't crush the bud.
the packs to get crushed. There's other ways to do
Yeah.
this. And then I would vacuum seal the pack on the first round. This is and depends like what kind of security level you want to go. Do you want to double up the vac pack? You could double it up. It's really optional. It depends really how far you're going, and
Mm-hmm.
what's the and also there's different ways to pack up different. It's just the amount too. That's kind of depends. I would then from there, every step you're also wiping down with a alcohol wipe,
Alcohol wipes. Yeah.
prints and stuff off. And that's what I would just say if I was to do this. Never have, but I would then, there's these industrial size Mylar packs, right? Mylar bags more so. And they're like these things, they're used for like keeping bears away from food. Like you seal them, right? They're really strong as well. And so I would put them in, and then I put the pound in one of those, right? Because what happens is if you were to, and then also then seal that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's been, that could, in my mind, would be a great way to mail packs because with Mylar, right? So packs go through when they go into the USPS, right? Some of them do get X-rayed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they're large. Now it's like large amounts, right? So I mean, it's such a large volumes of packages that they're just doing a quick X-ray on it. And so what happens is if it's in a Mylar bag, what shows on the X-ray is just a square rectangle. Like it doesn't show what's inside of the bag. So it's not X-ray proof, but it makes it so it just looks like a big rectangle.
And when they're X-raying so many products or so many boxes, it just might pass through, correct?
Yeah, 100%. That if you
Because
do,
I heard that Express is what gets X-rayed. I don't know.
Express does what?
I heard Express. If you mail stuff Express, it gets X-rayed because it's going on planes.
It could be, but regardless, it doesn't matter because if you have, I mean, like I said, I always,
think of the worst case scenario.
Yeah, worst case scenario, that's what happens. I also think slow and steady can be, just regular because you want to be blending into the masses, right? So, my mind, like I said, if you do, and this is domestic, right? If you do vacuum seal, make sure the buds don't get crushed. Do a double if you want to be really careful. Then put that into one of the bigger Mylar, extra industrial sized bags. They're like strong as hell. Also, like if you try to poke, like I've been told it's not true, but back in the day,
they said they would poke something to see if
they poke something in there, and there'd be the little needle would be apparently able to detect different drug residues, and so Mylar stops that from going through. Now, like I said, I'm literally in a Esquire article being quoted on like how to send packs through the mail, like just small amounts, right? I'm not even joking. Yeah. And there was in the article there was a USPS. Somebody the shout out to Bill, the homie Bill who wrote this article. But he he interviewed somebody at USPS and they said that's not true. That's why would they want to let the public know though? So who knows? Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's kind of extra. But yeah, if I said vacuum seal, make sure the buds don't get crushed, do a double vacuum seal, wipe it down every step with alcohol wipes, and then also make sure, most importantly, use your Mylar, seal the Mylar. You could use a hair straightener. Go find your girl's hair straightener and just melt that bitch on top if you want to go a little ratchet with it. And also be careful about texture as well too. That can happen as well. People can like feel like if you use like, let's say just like the regular USPS like sleeves, make sure you use a hard one because, and this is not for necessarily a pound. You can't really put a pound on one of these, but for smaller orders, right? You don't want to have like the texture, but you know that you feel like a backpack seal, like a backpack. You can like feel the texture on it.
Yeah,
so that as well.
Use an actual box.
Yeah, boxes are definitely.
What type of security are you using for inside the box though? Because it's like I didn't see people they do everything you said, but then they just throw it in a box, and then it's like, say if the box rips, it's like I mean, obviously you could just see it's a bunch of a bunch of peas in there. So
yeah,
I've heard different techniques of people like putting in another box, or I've even heard people like the styrofoam expansion spray to where they spray and then it like seal, it just like expands to where the pee is like inside of the styrofoam spray, so it's like you can't even see anything's in there. So what are some and I'm not saying I use that or I've said that I don't even think that's like super popular. I've just said I've heard that. But what are some things as far as like security with inside the box?
Yeah, I mean, like depending on obviously the volume, the amount you're sending, that's really like the big determining factor of what style you might do it or what strategies you might use. But I would say the expandable foam that seems a little extra to me personally, but I don't know. I would say though, you want to make it too, like I said, depends on the amount. But if let's just say a box gets opened up, you want it to pass that test potentially, if it's possible, right? You want it to make sure that, let's say like the box explodes, but there's still like it rips, right? And then people like take some shit out of it and then they hold it and then they would have to open up every single layer for them to figure out exactly what it is. So in terms of, but that's what you would want, right? But in terms of box security, bro, you just want to, double up the tape on the inside, make sure that the inside obviously very strong. So I would so tape below, tape on the bottom, and then on the bottom of the box, and then on top of the bottom of the box with like when you fold it in. I mean, I never did this, right? But I have friends who, but like there's all different types of ways you could do it, bro. I've wrapped, put it in bubble wrap. There's a bunch of different things, bro. So you gotta be worried about the volume. So to counter that as well, you can obviously put some different, products in there that are maybe weighted a little bit more, put some other weights in there to kind of give it a little bit more realistic weight to it if you wanted to. Domestically, not really that necessary, but in terms of security inside the box, I've seen all different types of styles. I've seen people like triple box it. Damn. A little extra to me, because it's just it doesn't seem necessary, But at the same time, if you're putting all your money into one pack and risking it,
might as well
take those precautions.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, yeah, that was a man,
it's kind of a roundabout explanation. Yeah, kind of really. I don't even know. I don't even know if people like. It's funny.
You said what?
I don't know if people are gonna like that. Like, I mean, it's not like it's the information is out there, bro. Like, you guys are out there. That's you're fucking up the game, dog.
Yeah, the police. Yeah,
this has been like going on for decades, bro. Like,
before we were even born. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but definitely probably before I was born.
Yeah.
You're how old?
28.
Oh, okay. I'm 30. So yeah, probably before we were even born.
Bro, it's been happening. It's been happening since honestly, I'd be so curious to know, like, who was the first person to figure that out? For real, bro. Like, who was the first? And honestly, bro, I think what a lot of that has to do. Who was the first person to ship a pack? I think that has a lot to do with the dark web. I'm sure it was happening before.
Yeah,
but
popularized
by the dark web. Exactly.
Yeah,
Which is really around the 2010s or whatever.
uh-huh.
Because like I said, you ask an old head, bro, they're gonna want to go drive it across the country.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Question.
Yeah.
So I hear a lot, in my comments, probably in your comments. Everybody says they got the ZaZa. Everybody says they got exotic. What is the real definition of ZaZa? Like, what is the real? Because apparently everybody got exotic. So could we, add some clarity,
So yeah,
some
so I mean,
characteristics to this?
yeah. So ZaZa, well, this is the thing. I love the iterations of slang.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this clip. If you guys wouldn't mind, make sure you guys sign up for the newsletter. It's going to be down below in the pinned comment or the first link in the description. But it's lmc.news/newsletter. Sign up. You're going to stay up to date on all things happening in the industry, community, culture. Also, make sure to follow me on all the social medias. And yeah, shout out to my boy Neo, by the way. Go make sure to go subscribe to his YouTube. And yeah, guys, I will see y'all in the next one.